Hello, welcome, and thank you for joining us. Today, we will try to understand how to develop a strategic leadership skill set. Before developing a strategic leadership skill set, we must need to know leadership, its type, the quality, and the required skills for a specific leadership types. We also need to know what our strategy is and how to plan strategically. What is the strategy process and how to implement the strategic plan. To understand in detail, we choose our organization Adas Corporation. We will briefly discuss Adas and its history, what type of leadership is required for Adas and why, what are the leadership skills required in Adas Corporation leaders, what are the essential skills to accomplish strategic planning and its processes. We will conclude with recommendations to perform specific tasks. Those need to be accomplished over the next period. Leadership and leaders are the backbones of all organizations to achieve their goals and objectives strategically and successfully. Every organization has its style and way of work that requires understanding the right leadership style for its success. Leadership in an organization can be democratic leadership, also called participative and facilitative leadership. It focuses on equal participation of all members, but the leaders make the final decision. In autocratic leadership, team members do not participate, only the leaders make decisions. It implements strategies and decisions with absolute focus. Laissez-faire leadership means letting others to do the task and providing authorities to their employees to make decisions. High-skilled employees are required in this type of leadership style. Strategic leadership plays a vital role in an organization operation and growth opportunities. It focuses on vision, knowledge, competitive awareness, and adaptability. Transactional leadership is innovative and set goals and deadlines to improve productivity and profitability with employee motivation, satisfaction, and morale. Transactional leadership believes in rewards and penalties and focus on results and a set of structure to meet business goals and objectives. Coaching leadership support team members as a coach and identify the strengths and weaknesses of each team members to achieve business goals strategically by working together. Servant leadership thinks they are leaders to benefit to or serve businesses, not to acquire power or control for themselves. Bureaucratic leadership is based on rules and following the rules and regulations made by the organization. Affiliative leadership is also called visionary leadership and encourages teamwork, emotional intelligence, and collaboration. It creates a clear plan and inspires the team members. Pace setting leadership expects team members to achieve goals with limited guidance. Situational leadership focuses on the needs of the situation and circumstances. A strategy is a systematic way to achieve the goals and objectives of the business. Without a strategy, long-term success is not possible. Strategy plays a vital role from startup to success by making the right choice of the organization type, location, human resource management, operation management, leadership style, planning, implementation, and achieving the goals and objectives of any business. Planning is a way to plan strategy by researching and gathering data from various internal and external resources to the organization. Strategic planning is a reason-based systematic step-by-step plan to achieve and accomplish the goals and objectives of an organization with successful long-term growth. It defines the progress, strategy, directions, allocate resources, and mechanism for successful strategy implementation. The strategy planning process is a system or method for creating and developing a strategic plan, determining the current position, setting goals and timelines, developing strategies, building plans, and managing the business's overall operation for successful long-term growth. Strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats, also called SWOT analysis, are identified and analyzed to determine the organization's current position. Prioritization of goals and objectives is settled by the hierarchy of goals and objectives with the timelines. Analyzation of priority settled goals, their impacts on the business and competitors are considered. Methods and procedures are defined to measure the progress toward achieving goals. Plan development in the strategic planning process determines the operational tactics necessary to achieve goals and objectives, timelines, communication channels, and responsibilities. Implementation of strategic plan starts with the communication and plan with the organization. Mapping the responses, defining team responsibilities clearly, approaches toward completion of processes, conducting regular reviews, determining performance, and ensuring tracking for success. The modification and revision of strategic plan is final stage where opportunities are determined from the past success and failure of the priorities in the setting goals. Ardas Corporation is a California privately held corporation formed on April 17, 2012. after successfully running the sole proprietorship business since 2008 during the US Great Recession. The tax preparation and business formation idea was developed to fulfill the critical need of the every individual, household, and business by the state and county law. Knowledge about the current law, rules, and regulations were the pillars of the Ardas to attract customers successfully. Educating and spreading knowledge on how to survive and save more during the difficult economic time was the best strategic plan to grow in the existing competitive market. Ardas currently provides tax preparation, business formation, business consultation, payroll compliance, and estate planning services. When the customer first heard about Ardas, the initial thought is that it is a tax preparation organization for individuals and businesses, but it is more like business formation and compliance with various state and federal departments, business consultation, payroll services in all 48 states of the United States, international tax preparation, tax planning, estate planning, educating customers, etc. The correct business formation can release the burden of the business owners of the business and allows them to focus more on their business. Tax and business planning are necessary for the successful growth of the business. Estate planning is also necessary to avoid conflict of interest in the distributions. Compliance with various laws, rules, and regulations is always vital for the long-term survival and growth of the business. Leaders at Atas must be aware of the responses to the strategic questions about its history, development, current position, customers, competitors, strengths, weakness, future requirements, and the preparation for the future. Adas has a successful history since 2012, developed by adding more services and reached a sound position continuously by serving individuals and business customers of various small, mid, and large scale levels. Adas' primary strength is knowledge and education. It provides more service than its competitors like HR Blocks, Liberty Tax Services, Intuit, ADP, etc. The weakness of Adas includes serving remotely or in the office and do not provide services over the phone. Adas will add legal document preparation services by 2023 that will expand its service area and customers. Artificial intelligence technology can be used in the future for the better customer service over the phones. The current leadership of Adas is democratic, where all team members participate. The voice and ideas of the team members are valued and recognized, but leaders make the final decision. Strategic leadership with a mix of democratic and transformational leadership can be more beneficial because of their skill set nature. Democratic leadership skills includes employee engagement, brainstorming, encouraging team members, job satisfaction, and resolving complex tasks together. It also has some disadvantages, like the decision-making process can be slow. Expert or high-skilled employees may not be recognized and valued or prioritized, and it can discourage some team members from rejecting their ideas. Transformational leadership skills includes openness to new thinking, talent for broadening minds, commitments to active listening, tolerance for intelligent risk, willingness to accept responsibilities, trust in team members, and the ability to inspire participation. Information is knowledge accumulated by study, research, communication, or instructions and directions. It is a result driven by analyzing and interpreting data. Data is a raw material or facts to generate accurate, organized, result-oriented information. Leadership at Ardas required information on how to communicate with clients while dealing with their confidential informations like social securities, financial and biographic information, how to collect all confidential information and manage it structurally. Each customer is different and adaptability to choose the right way to deal is a must. Awareness of current laws, rules, regulations, and customers past, present, and future for far-sightedness for the proper consultation is necessary for leadership at Ardas. Leaders' ethical and moral actions inspire team members and customers to build strong and long-term trust relationship. All skills are critical and help to achieve the successful growth of the business. But the required skills for Ardas leadership are: the first pillar is knowledge about company culture and behavior, past, current, new laws, rules, and regulations. Awareness and education of the team members, clients, and competitors are necessary. The far-sightedness of the future from the leaders, past and current decision is required for the long-term success. The adaptability of different behaviors of team members with inclusion of diversity is required for the implementation of strategic planning. Communication skills with upper and lower management team members and customers is required. Building trust of employees and customers with the organization by attaching emotions help in successful growth. Responsibilities makes the leader trustable by responding to different situations or circumstances with good judgment and the ability to act correctly. Participation skills help team members resolve problems and complex tasks by brainstorming. Tolerance skills is required to create a win-win position for successful sustainable growth of the business. Arda's strategic planning process includes 5 steps. Determine its current strategic position by gaining knowledge of leaders, past right and wrong decisions, what it takes to be successful, and what it needs to do to be in the successful position. The current strategic position will work as a foundation for where Ardas needs to go and how it will be go there. Ardas Corporation's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats will be analyzed. Prioritization of goals and objectives by creating hierarchy of high to low will help in achieving them strategically by considering the impact on Ardas vision, mission, and position in the industry by choosing what is important. It will help measure the progress and get aware that the goal has been achieved. After getting knowledge from the internal and external resources, the next phase will be for the startup to develop a strategic plan for Adas to achieve its goals successfully. The tactical and operational knowledge will help determine the right objectives, timelines to achieve them, and define the clear responsibility of each level. Once the plan is ready, it will be communicated within Adas with the documentation and a roadmap to successful growth. Regular reviews from customers, managers, and leaders will be placed to ensure tracking to determine the progress toward achieving the goals. Modifications and revisions will be the final stage of Adas strategic planning process to add more opportunities and re-evaluate the implemented strategic plan for better performance and determine the success and failure of the existing strategic plan. As Adas organization leaders, we have responsibilities to participate in and help achieve the goals and objectives of Adas Corporation. I have some specific tasks that all of you need to perform to analyze the customers, identify who are the customers, what are the customer needs and how to fulfill them, group the customer into similar behavior and traits, identify the ideal customers, structure the existing customer database by demographic, geographic, psychographic, technographic, behavioral, need-based, industry-based, size, etc. Communicate with customers to identify their needs, create and run customer surveys, create a roadmap of the customer's journey at Ardas. For more information and detailed research, please read the reference to develop a strategic leadership skills set. Thank you for your time and sincerity during this session.